Strategic planning is an organizational management activity that is used to set priorities, focus energy and resources, strengthen operations, ensure that employees and other stakeholders are working towards common goals, establish agreement around intended outcomes, and assess and adjust the organization's directions in response to a changing environment. Let us understand this part in detail. Strategic planning is a systematic and disciplined exercise to formulate business strategies and relates to the enterprise as a whole or to particular business units which are identified as strategic business units of a divisionalized organization. Strategic planning is a determination of basic long-term goals and objectives in an organization and adoption of course of action and allocation of resources that are necessary for carrying out these goals. It also involves appraisal of companies' strengths and weaknesses to take advantage of perceived market needs. Strategic alternatives refers to different course of actions which an organization may pursue at a point of time. And these alternatives are crucial to the success of an organization. They are influenced by external factors and over which the organization has a limited control. Some of these alternatives are brainstorming sessions, special meetings to discuss about the strategies, outside consultants, joint meetings. The main idea of strategic alternatives is to set some target and strategic planning process which can enhance the quality of products and services in the market that are offered by the company. And these strategic planning process are followed in this way. Mission and the objectives of the organization has to be set. Do an external analysis of the environment and internal analysis within the company, organization size or nature of the organization, the customers and their marketing executives or the sales executives, research team. You have to do a lot of internal analysis. And finally, identify the strategies that you want to adopt to enhance your growth. From the point of view of an organization, strategic alternatives can be classified on the basis of the degree of risk involved. They are niche strategy. It involves very low degree of risk and represents the typical behavior of a small companies. Vertical integration. It is of two forms. Backward integration means to acquire suppliers labeled for critical inputs for the business. Forward integration, where the company try to reach customers through their own distributional networks. Horizontal expansion. These results when a firm adds new products or enters into a new market. Diversification. An enterprise has new products or business which may be related or unrelated to its existing business. The effectiveness of strategy implementation determines the outcome of marketing planning. Management of planning process may enhance implementation effectiveness by building commitment and ownership of plan and its execution. There are few barriers for successful implementation of marketing strategy. There are internal barriers, which are internal pressures on the marketing function, such as leadership, organizational culture, process, policies, and resources. External pressures on the organization is on social and legal issues, economic and political, technological environment which influences implementation of strategic planning and industrial marketing. So how to build implementation effectively? It requires certain skills. like ability to understand how others feel and good bargaining skills. Strength to be tough and fair in putting people and resources where they will be most effective. Effectiveness in focusing on the critical aspects of performance in managing marketing activities. Ability to create necessary informal organizational structure, culture, incentives, and communication network system. The basis of control is ability to measure. A good control system often detects rectify problems before they become significant, and managers should remember that prevention is better than cure. It is important to be proactive rather than reactive. So control process entails the following steps. Set targets. Ideally, this is integrated into overall marketing planning. Predetermining the method of measurement, like performance appraisal. Measured results are compared with the predetermined targets and corrective actions, if required, is undertaken. Good control should be carried out in both inputs and outputs. This helps management to optimize the process and take strategic view. Output is measured in terms of overall system performance. Performance is derived from the combination of efficiency and effectiveness. These are the principles to ensure effective control. Involvement is achieved by encouraging participation in the process. Management can achieve desired results through consultation. Target setting criteria should be objective and measurable. How this is assessed needs to be communicated and agreed in advance. Focus is to recognize the differences between the symptoms and the source of the problem. While it may be expedient to treat the symptoms, tackling the source of the problem should eliminate it once and for all. Effectiveness, the tendency that exists to measure efficiency as opposed to effectiveness. Efficiency is the usage and productivity of assets. Effectiveness is about doing the right things. Management by exceptions is directed to the areas of need, identifying what constitutes an exception to the norm is useful exercise in its own right. The process that involves in setting tolerance and benchmarks for normal operations. Management action becomes priority when preset limits are reached. What is the role played by marketing in strategic planning? It identifies and evaluating the promotional opportunities. It helps in combining customer experiences with products of the company. It leads companies to the tactical marketing portions. It creates consistent messaging internally and externally. It creates short-term and long-term plan for the company. It helps in identifying the target market. It reminds the company to develop products and services on par with the requirements in the market. Let us understand strategic planning process for industrial marketing in detail. Stage 1. Defining organization's mission. This reflects the business domain and framework within which the firm will operate. Too often, it is believed that the company's mission is obvious or goes without saying. However, it may be obvious only to top management without it permitting the organization to generate shared company values and styles. Second stage is strategic and marketing analysis. This is done in 3 steps. One is marketing audit and SWOT analysis of company, competitors analysis, and customers analysis in detail. Stage 3 includes strategic directions and strategy formulation. This includes 3 steps in it. identifying and setting the goals and objectives for the company, market segmentation, targeting and positioning, and then finally formulation of strategies. And the fourth stage is strategic choices. It has 4 steps in it. A product or a new product development strategy, pricing policies and its strategies, promotional plan and distributional plan. Stage 5 is strategic evaluation. In choosing between the alternative course of action or strategies, it is desirable to choose the best. But how is the best to be recognized? The best from the viewpoint of one interest group like stakeholders may not be the best from another view. So strategic evaluation is an important stage. And the last, 6th stage is strategic implementation and control. Of the 2 operating functions, production and marketing, the marketing is most difficult area to plan and control since it is a source of sales forecast and revenue estimations that can rarely predict accurately. The pressure on marketing organizations have significant implications for marketing planning and control. So we need to develop a proper industrial marketing plan. There are 6 interconnecting marketing processes. Strategic marketing is a process which defines and develops unique value propositions and positioning differentiation of innovation that is being introduced. The goal is to have the management team, salespeople, marketing team and engineering team on the same page regarding the value and uniqueness of discovery. Revenue marketing. This process focuses on generating leads that would convert to short-term sales for the new innovation. All programs in this process are designed to attract hand raisers looking to solve the specific problems this innovation addresses. Industry marketing is focused on establishing the brand in the market segment as the only product that can solve the needs. Here, all industry analysts review, comment on the introduction of new innovations. This process helps develop leading position in the market. Product marketing focuses on packaging, pricing, features, and functionalities to best satisfy the market needs. It positions the innovations in buyer's mind as the only correct solution and makes it easy to buy. Channel marketing. It is the distribution, deployment and support of innovation is worked out with the help of corporate partners. And the last, 6th one is brand marketing. This process focuses on content for the web, brochure, PowerPoint presentations for the salespersons, trade shows, collateral and all supporting documents needed to present the concept. Industrial market segmentation is a scheme for categorizing industrial and business customers to guide strategic and tactical decision making, especially in sales and marketing. While government agencies and industry associations use standardized segmentation schemes for statistical surveys, most business creates their own segmentation scheme to meet their particular needs. There are 2 types of market segmentation, macro segmentation and micro segmentation. Macro segmentation includes organization size, location of the company, standard industry classification code, purchasing situation, decision-making stage, benefit segmentation and type of the institution who will be buying your product, like customer. Micro segmentation includes buying decision strategy, purchasing strategy, structure of decision-making unit, importance of product and attitude towards the suppliers. One of the most significant uses of industrial market segmentation scheme is to make targeting and product positioning decisions. Companies choose to target some segments and downplay or avoid other segments in order to maximize their competitive advantage and the likelihood of success. There is a critical difference in emphasis between target market and audience. The term audience is preferably most useful in marketing communication. Target markets can include end users, companies, procurement managers, company bosses, contracting companies, and external sales agents. Whereas audience include individuals that have influence over purchasing decisions, but may not necessarily buy a product themselves. For example, design engineer, architects, product manager, operations manager, and so on. When it comes to positioning, positioning is a marketing concept that outlines what the business should do to market its products or services to its customers. In positioning, the marketing department creates an image for the product based on intended audience. This is created through the use of promotion, price, place, and product. The more intense a positioning strategy, typically the more effective the marketing strategy is for the company. Target market analysis, positioning advertisement, positioning in sales locations, positioning through price are some of the strategies that are adopted by the business. Thank you and all the best.